Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Talk with Shay. Today we're going to be talking about the medication Ozempic. This medication is really popular right now. A lot of people are getting this medication for weight loss. I started the medication back in August 2022, weighing 244 pounds. I had become diabetic and I couldn't exercise because I found out I had bone spurs on both of my hips where I had to go and get injections for the hip pain. So I have been on the medication. It starts out at 0.25. You stay on 0.25 for 4 weeks or so, just depending on how your body adjusts to the medication. Some people have vomiting, some people have nausea. So sometimes you might stay on that low dose for a longer period of time if you're not able to adjust the medication just yet. And at 0.25, it began to curb my appetite immediately. So it was great. You know, some people who are on the medication, the 0.25 didn't work for them. They had to increase to the 0.50 to see results, to see their appetite being suppressed. But I didn't have that issue. It started working for me right away. And a lot of people have issues like getting it approved with their insurance company because it is a diabetic medication, but a lot of people were getting it for just regular weight loss. But thankfully I was able to get it because not thankfully that I had diabetes, but that I was able to get it without a problem because of my insurance. But I really wanted to lose the weight. I couldn't exercise at that time because my hips were hurting me too bad. So the medication started working for me right away. And the medication comes in an injection pen like this. Let me turn it around so you can see. It comes in an injection pen like this, and you put the needle here and you dial the medication up here on the end. And I started losing weight slowly. I'm going to post up here my different weights at different times because it starts out kind of slow before you really notice that you are losing weight. You start losing inches before you kind of see it on the scale sometimes. So I started in August and I was 244, and it's now May and I'm down 40 pounds. I haven't exercised. I haven't really changed my diet. The medication does make food taste different to you. So a lot of things that I used to enjoy, I really can't eat anymore. But I still eat sugar because I love sugar. I love snacks and, you know, like cakes and stuff like that. The food is really not my issue. It's the sugar addiction that's my issue. So for years, I have been right at the point of diabetes. I stayed in the pre-diabetes range for years before actually going into diabetes. And it's a big issue in my family with diabetes. So I really wanted to do something about it, but I couldn't exercise and I had got to my heaviest weight. I have 4 children and I've never been 244 pounds. So it was a lot on my body. And when you get to a certain weight that you've never been before, it starts to make you not really feel good about yourself. You know, some people are okay, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel good about yourself, but I know in my body, I didn't feel good at that weight, and I didn't like the way I looked at that weight either. So I'm glad that I was able to get this medication and it worked for me. But like I said, it does change your taste for different foods. Especially if you start in the beginning and it starts to curb your appetite, because this medication, your belly empties slower. So you get full faster. You're not as hungry. You don't require as much food once the medication starts to work for you. And you only take this medication by injection once a week. So the medication lasts you for a whole week. And you do notice like, when you get to the day that it's time for you to give yourself the injection, you are more hungrier than the earlier part of the week. So it has really worked for me. I haven't really had a lot of nausea and vomiting with this medication. I injected my stomach. Some people have started injecting in their thighs, but I didn't really like that. So I still injected my stomach. The medication stays in the refrigerator when you first get the pen, but after you use it the first time, you can leave it out as long as it doesn't get over a certain temperature in your house. I noticed that I started having some indigestion because your belly empties slower. So if you eat late and then lay down, you might get heartburn. You might not feel so good because you still have so much food in your stomach. It hasn't broken down yet. So that's another thing that you might notice with this medication. Any food that's really greasy, it gives you a bad taste in your mouth. So it kind of helps you to not eat so many things that are really greasy. And things that are really, really sweet, like too sweet, it kind of changes the way your food tastes. So you will start to back off from some things. But from April to now, no, from August to now, which is May, I have not exercised and I've lost 40 pounds from this medication. My numbers have decreased. My hemoglobin A1C, which tells you about your sugars, has decreased from I think I had maybe got to a 6.4, and now it's down to a 5.5, I believe it is. My cholesterol numbers have changed. They have decreased by 40 points. So me losing the weight, the medication has really helped me a lot. I really feel so much better in my body. And some people are scared of needles, but the needle is so small. If you're scared of needles, it comes in a little, sorry, I dropped that. It comes in a little thing like this that you attach to the top of the pen. So it's really simple. You know, you don't need a lot of direction or help with this. But this medication has helped me so much. And now that I feel better, eventually I do want to get back to exercising and see, you know, how much more weight I will lose, you know, because I'm not sure how long I will be able to stay on this medication, but I don't want to gain the weight back that I've lost. And I at least want to go under my goal weight, which I've already reached, which was in the 200-205 range. I've reached that goal already, but I want to lose at least 10 more pounds under, so that once I come off the medication, if I do gain some weight back, it won't be as much because I'll still be in that range that I like to be in. With my insurance, I think I will be fine with staying on the medication because there's not a limit to you using this. You can stay on this medication as long as you need it. If you want to take a break, you can. Sometimes people take a break and then go back to the medication. But for insurance purposes, you want to make sure that if you're getting this medication, that you stay on it as long as you need it before your insurance stops approving it. Because some people, if they're no longer diabetic, the insurance company is not approving it anymore. So you just want to be careful if you're thinking about choosing this medication. I've had really no side effects. Sometimes it drops my sugar a little bit if I have waited too long to eat, because it takes my appetite a lot. Sometimes I have to just eat just because, not because I'm hungry, but just so that I can have something on my stomach. So it will drop your sugar if you wait too long to eat. Like in between the times that you eat, you might want to have a little snack. But besides that, like, I just really haven't had any symptoms. Nauseous, I haven't really felt nauseous unless, like I said, sometimes if you eat something greasy, it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. That doesn't really set well, you know, with the grease. And it's probably because your stomach empties so slowly that you have those things, you know, backing up, and it's probably can be the acid reflux. But besides that, I've had no issues at all with this medication. And if you're nervous about trying it, if your doctor is trying to get you to try it for your diabetes, you know, trying to get you down from the weight loss, and you're scared of the needle is very, very small. It's easy to inject yourself with this medication, and it's worth a try. You know, sometimes people don't want to tell you how they lost the weight, but I'm not shy about telling how I lost the weight. Some people want to make you feel like that they're just doing it on their own, but sometimes you need help. Sometimes your physical abilities you're not able to get out and exercise. So sometimes if you get some of the weight off to get you going, you know, then it makes you feel better in your body, and you can step out, you know, and start exercising, because then you feel better in your body. You start feeling better about yourself, and it motivates you to keep going. Because girl, sometimes when you look back at those pictures, you just say, nobody told me, you know, because you're eating, you're just going on with life, and you just, until you take those pictures, you really just don't even have any clue. And then I had got to the point where I was wearing a lot of leggings, and you know, with all the stretch just in leggings, then it doesn't really tell you your true weight until you start putting those pants on that you gotta fasten up, girl, and you about to explode. You can't even breathe. You just don't even feel good because the pants are so tight. I just had to do something. I lost weight before, and I was taking Phentermine, and the Phentermine really, really worked for me. It worked good. It worked fast. But because of my heart, the provider wouldn't give me that medication anymore. So that's why I tried this, because I wanted to get my weight down so that I could feel better and look better. You look better once you get to the weight that you're comfortable at. Everybody's not comfortable at the same weight, you know, so I don't say you have to be my size, or, you know, you might feel better at a higher weight, or that might be the weight that you want to be at, but I know how I feel and how I look at a certain weight. So that was my goal, and I've already reached my goal, and I want to go past my goal. But if I don't, then I'm satisfied with where I am right now. I really haven't taken a lot of full body pictures since I've lost the weight, but when you see those pictures, you will know that I have lost weight. And once I start taking full body pictures, I will upload those pictures in my next video, just to give you some more information, so that, you know, sometimes a testimonial helps you decide if this is something that I want to try. And like I said, the side effects, I have really haven't had any, you know, nothing that would make me say, okay, I'm stopping the medication. So talk to your doctor about it. If this is something that you would be interested in. It's called Ozempic, and it goes up to, right now I'm at 2 milligrams. It starts at 0.25, then it goes to 0.50, then it goes to 1 milligram, and I am at the 2 milligram right now, and I've been on this for about 2 months, I believe. Now, this medication can cause constipation, because it's just one of the side effects. Now, I already had an issue with constipation, so it might be something that you will have an issue with or hard time with, and you can take Miralax or Docalax, or, you know, something that'll just keep you regular. That is a side effect of it, but that's not something unbearable that you can't deal with. It's so many over-the-counter things that you can take to help with the constipation. But overall, this medication is a good medication. If you have any questions about the medication, just leave a comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, because somebody else might need to know about the information or might want to know about the information. So thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time.